it's like to be circling among the clouds. Because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high.
Hello from the Flying Reporter. I hope you're all keeping well and safe. In this video I returned to Golf Oscar Romeo, my PA-28 shareplane based at Red Hill. Obviously this flight was filmed before the government imposed lockdown, but it was to be my last flight. My son Bertie, that's not his real name by the way, is on board with me and we're travelling to Norwich in Norfolk. So fuel pumps off, landing lights off, flaps are up. Golf Oscar Romeo, South Godstone Railway Station.
Golf Oscar Romeo Tower, basic service, traffic's 2 Cessna 152's manoeuvring east of the airfield.
Basic service and we've got one of those inside Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Sarah Golf, possible microlight activity for the next
It's a little bit
2 miles.
windy today.
Not on frequency up to 1,500
And it's making it
feet.
a little bit turbulent. Just crossing the Thames here with Dartford crossing down there.
And Golf Sarah Golf.
South End all the way
Southwest
over there. Sort of crossing Gravesend and the Grays areas just over here.
On track to south, to lead and tracking now that back of Tanko via Golf Sierra Golf.
There's always a bit of cloud just over the Thames, or quite often there is a bit of low cloud over the Thames. And you can get caught out where weather's fine elsewhere and then you get to the Thames and this crossing and it closes in a bit. But I think it's going to open up. Okay, we're at Baker now and we're at Baker at 3.6. You alright?
Yeah.
Bit of an inversion here, we can see. It's quite high pressure. We see the very distinct line that we're at is in an inversion. Just approaching Chelmsford. So Bertie's just stopped going to school. For how long we don't know, Bertie, do we?
No.
And he's having to home study with some online resources, and it's not very pleasant for them. But we've got you all set up for day 1 tomorrow, haven't we?
Yeah.
Maths at 9 o'clock. You know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Then I think it was history, was it?
Yeah.
Then science?
Yeah.
You're not looking forward to it, are you, really?
No.
We'll get there, don't worry.
Mm.
I kind of wanted to get one more flight in before they start closing things down. Fuel pressure holding. Changing tack, left tack. Pressure holding, pressure off. So we go 10:45. Essex radar, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, request CTA transit.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, Essex hello, party detail.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo is Papa 28 Alpha, Red Hill to Norwich VFR, Chelmsford, altitude 2,200 feet, 1028. Routing current heading and would like to just nick your CTA at Braintree at altitude 2,200 feet.
Golf Oscar Romeo, thank you, squawk 7402.
Squawk 7402, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Oscar Romeo, identified it as a basic service, the QNH 1028, and you are clear to transit the standard zone, not above altitude 3,400 feet VFR.
QNH 1028, clear to transit the CTA, not above altitude 3,400 feet VFR, Golf Oscar Romeo. So we've just asked for a Class Delta transit. We're literally just going to nick the corner of it, but rather than risk, you know, edging by it by a mile and then getting myself into trouble by accidentally drifting into it, I've asked for a service and a clearance from Essex radar. Maybe on a busier day on the frequency I wouldn't do that and would find my way around. Is that nice? So we're doing social distancing. We were very careful at the hangar to keep our distance from the people working in the hangar, and the same goes for the fueler. Keeping our distance from the fueler. I use my own pen so as not to use their pen, for example, for signing the docket. I've got some hand wipes, I've got some spray, disinfectant spray and a clean cloth, and I shall wipe down the controls of the aircraft when we've finished. It's a bit more difficult on aeroplanes with higher usage, such as flying schools, and at this point in time, I know this video will be going out sometime quite far in the future, but at the moment the restrictions have really just come into force in England, with us all being encouraged to self-distance. Bert is art teacher, goes to art school on the Saturday sometimes. He's given him his Easter eggs early because we don't think we're going to see them again. And he's got some of his Easter eggs. Apparently, Daddy's put some of his Easter eggs in his lunchbox, which I'm not sure I approve of because it's not yet Easter. Did he put one in there for me?
No.
No. Golf Oscar Romeo is clear of your CTA, 3 miles west of B, miles cone. Request frequency change, London information 124.6.
Golf Oscar Romeo, frequency change is approved for conspicuity. There's nothing seen on radar to affect you. Bye-bye.
Score conspicuity, goodbye, Golf Oscar Romeo. Just going to climb up a bit. You warm enough?
Yeah.
Good lad. Do you want me to turn that? Was that not a bit cold on your leg? Your leg's
Yes.
freezing. Why didn't you say something?
Dunno.
Do you want some heat on?
What do you think? My legs are freezing.
Why didn't you say something?
I have no idea.
I wonder why you were so quiet. You turned into a block of ice, didn't you? Oh, SkyDemon has just crashed.
Well,
Not had that before, where it's just gone, ugh.
you're facing technical difficulties.
We are.
Because
Well,
Dad doesn't know how to operate any piece of modern tech.
I find it's always wise to get up a little bit higher because you avoid some of the lower flying aircraft. So we come up to 3,200 feet. And also I try my best not to fly even round numbers of thousands of feet, 2,000, 3,000 and so on, as those are sort of altitudes that a lot of people tend to fly by. Obviously if you can't go much higher because of weather, there's not much you can do, but general rules of thumb. So I've been flying the Arrow a lot and I haven't been flying Oscar Romeo. Reason being is I'm wanting to move on to the Arrow. Haven't yet sold my share in Oscar Romeo. There was a chap before me in the group who was moving away to Switzerland, and we had to sell his share first. We've now done that, and now I'm looking for a buyer for Oscar Romeo. Well, I have been all along, but
information, good morning, GoPro Hero, Golf Oscar Romeo, basic service.
the difficulty at the moment is that there's not going to be a lot of flying going on, I don't think, over the next few months with the virus, and a lot of people have been laid off or have got difficulty with their incomes at the moment, and quite frankly probably got other priorities, so could well be a little while before we sell Oscar Romeo. And I wanted to get a flight in Oscar Romeo before perhaps the country shut down even further than it is. And so yeah, that's why we're flying Oscar Romeo today. I'm still paying my monthlies, of course, so might as well make use of the aircraft. Got about 25 minutes until we land. Bertie.
Pardon?
About 25 minutes until we land.
Yes.
A bit smoother up when we get up higher, isn't it?
Mhm.
I was hoping on Essex radar would be Amanda. Amanda's a very, very enthusiastic controller. We've never spoken on the radio, and she works Luton and Essex radar, and I think she's on shift at the moment. And we've never spoken on the radio. She's such a jolly, jolly person. And that was one of the other reasons why I wanted to call up Essex and see whether she was on, because I would say hello Amanda. But she's on Twitter. I'll put her Twitter handle below. She's fantastic and a great advocate for general aviation flying. And I don't think she flies herself, but she's, and she loves watching the videos. So big shout out to Amanda. She likes to see what things are like this side of the radio, this side of the headset, and see how situations play out this side. So I'm a big fan of Amanda.
Dad,
Bertie.
what got you into flying in the first place?
I had a couple of friends who were pilots, and then I started playing Flight Simulator on my computer in my spare time. And I got really into it, and I loved it. And then when I left a job, I was working on BBC Watchdog, and I left that job, and as a leaving present, because they knew I was nuts about flight simming, they bought me a trial lesson. And I flew a trial lesson from Biggin Hill, and then I took up flying. That's how it began.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now it's a big part of my life. It's my big hobby, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've gone past Adnan. What time did we pass Adnan? 11:03. That's about on schedule. This is better flying. I like it when it's a bit smoother.
Bravo, Oscar, X-ray Charlie.
Bravo, Oscar, X-ray Charlie, Roger, score, conspicuity, goodbye.
This is a new thing. We now say squawk conspicuity because they've now introduced two conspicuity codes, 7000, which we've always had in the UK for VFR flying, and now we've got 2000 for IFR flying. And we never used to use 2000, and we've just started using it because we've got a bit more class echo airspace. So that's why the controllers are now saying squawk conspicuity, and it's quite a mouthful to get out. People couldn't have thought of a more complicated word to use that they're going to have to use frequently. But it is the word that is in the manual, so that's what they're using. And you heard the controller there who's doing this full time, or the Flight Information Service Officer. She tripped over the word as well. She must be doing it multiple times a day. Could go to Norwich radar now, actually, which is 119355.
Leave 700 foot above, should pass behind.
7350.
I've got me pass through.
124255. Once we get the 80s.
140 degrees, cav OK, temperature +7, dew point 0, QNH 1030. Norwich information, acknowledge receipt of information Oscar, time 1110, runway news 09, transition level, flight level 60, surface wind 110, 13 knots, varying between 070 and 140 degrees, cav OK, temperature +7, dew point 0.
Old Buckingham Radio, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, good morning.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, Norwich radar, good morning, still with me.
Apologies.
Norwich. Inbound.
Old Buckingham Radio, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, good morning.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, very good morning, pass the message.
Good morning, we're at PA28, Red Hill to Norwich VFR, 7 miles south-southwest of you, routing overhead 3,200 feet, 1030.
Golf Oscar Romeo, roger, we are using runway 07 with a left-hand circuit on QNH 1029, and I've got one just taken off who will be heading down to Claret.
07 left-hand circuit 1029, Golf Oscar Romeo. I'll just let you know when I'm approaching the southern boundary of the ATZ at 3,200 feet before switching to Norwich.
Golf Oscar Romeo is much appreciated. I'm not aware of any other traffic save for a PA28 much lower than you to our south.
Roger, Golf Oscar Romeo. Norwich radar, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo inbound.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, Norwich radar, good morning, Squawk 7352, pass your message.
Squawk 7352, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, is a PA28 inbound to you from Red Hill VFR at 17 miles southwest, altitude 3,200 feet, 1030 with Oscar.
Golf Oscar Romeo, thank you. Identified basic service, Norwich QNH 1030.
Basic service 1030, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, it's clear to enter Norwich controlled airspace, VFR. Expect right base, runway 09.
Clear to enter Norwich controlled airspace, VFR, expect right base 09, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Oscar Romeo, correct.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo is just entering the south-southwest boundary of the ATZ at 3,100 feet and changing frequency now to Norwich radar.
Golf Bravo Hotel
Oscar Romeo, roger, thanks for that. Have a good flight.
with Oscar
Cheerio.
1030 at 17 miles to the southeast.
Golf Delta Echo, thank you. Basic service, Norwich QNH is 1030, port your level.
3,200 feet at 1030.
5 minutes until landing. Do you want to start turning off now?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Good lad. Free Dev.
Golf Delta Echo, there is a PA28 joining VFR from the southwest. Contact Norwich Tower 124.259.
As our radio's tuned and your temperatures and pressures.
124.255.
Direction indicator, altimeter. You're strapped in, aren't you? Good lad.
Golf Oscar Romeo, to control airspace, radar control, your visual with the aerodrome.
Radar control service, negative, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Oscar Romeo, roger, should be in your 12 o'clock by 6 past.
Roger. Yeah, visual now, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Oscar Romeo, thank you. There is a TB10 joining from the west, currently at 8 mile final. Contact Norwich Tower 124.255. Bye bye.
Copy traffic 124.255. Goodbye, Golf Oscar Romeo. Norwich Tower, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, positioning for right base 09.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, Norwich Tower, good morning to you. Report right base runway 09. You're on number 1. Number 2 is TB10 joining from the west with about 6 miles to go.
Number 1 and copy traffic, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Oscar Romeo, change of plan. If you could enter a left-hand orbit now, I'll make you number 2. It's getting a little bit tight. So if you left-hand orbit until instructed.
Left-hand orbit till instructed, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Delta Echo, you are now number 1. I'll hold the other traffic off to the south. And runway 09, you are clear to land. Surface wind 090 degrees, 14 knots.
Clear to land, Golf Delta Echo, and we're now final 4 miles.
Okay.
Dad,
Yeah.
have I just noticed that my belt's caught in the door?
All right, darling. Well, I'll seal. That's fine. We don't need to worry, okay?
Golf Oscar Romeo, the traffic you're following is on a 2-mile final now, just north of beam yourselves, about 1,000 feet below.
Roger, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Oscar Romeo, if you'd like to make a right turn onto base leg now and report final.
Right turn onto base, report final, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Oh,
Norwich Tower, hello, Foxtrot Golf India Tango Zulu with you with 9 miles to run.
Foxtrot Golf India Tango Zulu Norwich Tower, very good morning to you. Report right base runway 09, you're currently number 3, but number 2 is about 5 miles ahead.
Number 3, you report right base 09, Fox Tango Zulu.
Brakes, undercarriage, mixture, fuel, landing light, carpet, you're strapped in, altimeter 1030. Golf Oscar Romeo, final, runway 09 up.
Golf Oscar Romeo, runway 09, clear to land, surface wind 090 degrees, 16 knots.
Clear to land, 09 Golf Oscar Romeo.
Fox Tango Zulu's right base 09, wide visual 1 ahead.
Golf Tango Zulu, roger, continue approach.
Continue, Fox Tango Zulu. Delta Echo runway is vacated.
Golf Delta Echo, thanks.
Norwich Tower, Bristol 526 with the R3C, 10 miles run.
Bridge 526 Norwich, good morning to you. Continue approach. You are number 3 at the moment. Number 2 is on about a 2.5 mile final.
Continue approach, number 3, Bristol 526.
Golf Oscar Romeo, vacate next right, taxiway Charlie, and you'll be parking on the Saxon apron. Have you been full?
Okay, next right, Charlie, negative, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Oscar Romeo, roger, at the end of the Charlie taxiway, turn right and that'll take you straight towards the Saxon apron, and there should be a marshal there, report inside.
Turn right onto the Charlie taxiway, and then at the end of Charlie taxiway, turn right and look for the marshal at Golf Oscar Romeo, we'll go.
Golf Oscar Romeo, next.
Golf Oscar Romeo, marshal inside.
Golf Oscar Romeo, thanks. Continue with the marshal, bye-bye.
Bye.
I hadn't flown into Norwich before, and even though it's a commercial airport in Class Delta airspace, landing and handling for the PA-28 came to £26 on a Sunday. I think it's more expensive on a weekday. Can I ask a favour? If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, it really helps. And if you are subscribed, please turn notifications on so you don't miss my next episode. I'll be back soon. Cheerio.
Jolly good. Alright, give me a sec, darling.